Hello everyone, Vortex here, welcoming you to a new episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy I. The last time we met, we made the dangerous journey through the Citadel of Trials to find a token of valor to prove our worth to the Dragon King Bahamut. Now granted, this token of valor wasn't anything shiny or worth keeping, it was just the tale of some poor rat. But bringing it back and showing it to Bahamut convinced him to grant new powers to the Light Warriors, and these new powers came in the form of new job classes. Cloud was promoted to a knight, Locke a ninja, Lena a white wizard, and Vivi a black wizard. So I want to start off today's video by going through the strengths of each of these 4 new job classes. Plus I'll also touch on the other 2 that I'm not playing, the Master and the Red Wizard. But we'll go ahead and start off with Cloud first. He was promoted from a warrior to a knight, and the knight will continue to hit hard and will also have excellent defense, as he will continue to be able to equip some outstanding weapons and armor as the game progresses. Now the knight can also now use up to level 3 white magic spells, and as you can see I did take the time to go back and purchase those for him. Now his selection of white magic is pretty limited, and as a matter of fact I was only able to purchase 2 level 3 white magic spells for him, as a third option was not available. So yeah, these spells won't be extremely useful, but it will be nice to have Cloud throw in an extra cure or cure spell if occasionally needed. So there you have it, there's the knight job class. Now next on our list, our Thief Locke has been promoted to the Ninja class, which is a very useful weapon wielding job class. In addition to being quick and often first to attack, the Ninja can also use up to level 4 black magic spells. Alright, now the reason this is important is because the Ninja has access to the awesome Temper and Haste spells. You've heard me refer to using the Temper and Haste combination when starting off boss battles in previous videos. So now that Locke has the Temper and Haste spells, he'll be able to help out Vivi when preparing for some of these upcoming boss battles, especially those that will be fighting in the bonus dungeons later in the game, because those are going to be some pretty tough bosses, so it'll be nice to have Temper and Haste applied much more quickly. So as you can see, the Ninja can have a pretty decent selection of black magic at their disposal, and in addition to that they can also equip some new weapons and armor, and I want to take the time to do that for Locke here as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and replace his old Worm Killer sword with the Ice Brand, which he can equip now, which will take his attack up 10 points and his accuracy up 10 points there as well. We'll also replace that old Buckler shield with the Ice Shield, taking his defense up 10 points from 19 to 29. We'll also be able to replace his Silver Armlet with the Ice Armor now, taking his defense up another impressive 19 points to 48. And finally, we'll replace those old leather gloves he's been wearing since near the beginning of the game with the Mithril gloves, I guess. I'll leave those gauntlets unequipped for Lena to use in battle. So we'll just go ahead and put the Mithril gloves on him here and take his defense up another 5 points to 53. So Locke gets a really nice boost to his defense at the cost of a few evasion points there. So the Ninja job class is definitely very useful. Now next on the list, our White Mage Lena has been promoted to the White Wizard job class, and she will eventually be capable of casting up to level 8 white magic. As a matter of fact, at level 35 she's already capable of casting level 7 white magic spells now. Now she also now has access to a spell that was previously unavailable to her as a white mage, and that is the Exit spell. I actually flew back down to Crescent Lake and discarded her old Invisora spell and purchased the Exit spell for her, so she'll be able to transport party members out of dungeons now. And the reason I chose the Invisora spell to discard is we'll be actually finding an item a little bit later on in the game that will be capable of casting that spell. And last but not least, Vivi is now a black wizard, and he'll eventually be able to cast up to level 8 magic as well. If you wanted to, for your black wizard, you can fly back down to the village of Melmond and replace one of your Black Wizard's old level 5 black magic spells with the teleport spell, which is now available for the Black Wizard to use. So there you have it. There are those 4 new job classes. Now let me go ahead and just kind of briefly touch on the other 2 job classes, the Master and the Red Wizard. Now if you had a monk in your party, he'll be upgraded to the Master class, and the Master will continue to deal extensive pain to enemies with his fists, and will also likely provide the most damage of the 6 job classes. The nice thing about the Master is you don't have to worry about equipping him with weapons. He'll just do all of the damage with his fists. The Master will also slowly gain magic defense, but he'll also be most likely to suffer damage from monsters' magic attacks. And the Red Mage will be promoted to a Red Wizard, and will continue to provide a good mix of damage with both weapons and magic spells. Now as a Red Mage, he could use Cure-type white magic, but not spells in the Heal family, plus several black magic spells, including Temper and Haste. But now as a Red Wizard, he now has access to both level 5 and 6 white and black magic spells, including the Life, Teleport, Exit, and Thundaga spells. So in addition to providing some pretty decent damage with weapons, the Red Wizard also has a pretty decent selection of both white and black magic at his disposal. So the Red Wizard can probably be best described as a jack of all trades, but master of none. So there you go, there's the 6 new job classes in a nutshell. So now that the Light Warriors have successfully completed Bahamut's challenge and have changed classes, it's time for them to get back on track with their efforts to save the world. They still have 2 more crystals to light, the water and wind crystals. Now that they have an airship at their disposal, it's time to set their sights to the Northlands. There's actually a couple of villages hidden in the north that the Light Warriors will definitely want to visit to get clues on where to head next. And there is one that we'll actually visit in today's episode, so let me go ahead and pull up the map here. We're currently located on the westernmost Cardian Island, and what I want to do is fly off to the east. See this continent here? It's kind of in the shape of a bird, isn't it? Well, we want to fly to the east towards the head of the bird there, and nestled high in the mountains is a small village. So that's the next village I want to visit. So let's go ahead and board the airship and head that way. Who knows what information we'll gain today. Maybe some new weapons and armor, maybe some new magic spells, and I have to check my map again here. Sometimes when I babble along when I'm trying to go places, I kind of get lost. Oh, here we are. We made it. So we want to park our ship right here, and here is the remote village of Gaia. And it looks like there are a few people roaming around here. I wonder how this village gets supplies being so cut off from the rest of the world. Well, let's just talk to a few of these folks here. We've got a blue-haired guy near the town entrance. He says, "This is Gaia. Outsiders often call our town the Eye of the Hawk." Oh, okay. Well, we did notice that the landmass is in the shape of a bird, I guess in the shape of a hawk. And I guess the town itself is actually the Eye of the Hawk. That's pretty cool. To our south is an ancient city known as the Wing of the Hawk. Oh, okay, so there's another ancient city on the Hawk's Wing. We'll definitely want to visit that place in the future. And let's talk to this scholarly gentleman here. He asks us, "Have you visited the Wing of the Hawk?" I can't understand a word they say there. Well, apparently the inhabitants of that village speak a foreign language. I wonder if we can take a translator down there with us when we eventually go there. Well, we've got another beautiful young woman here. She says, "I don't believe it. You're outsiders, aren't you? How did you make it this high up in the mountains? What, can you fly or something? No, that's impossible, right?" Well, no, sweethearts, nothing's impossible for the Light Warriors. We've got an airship. We can travel anywhere in the world we want to. Hey, look up here. We've got a broom cleaning the city streets. Busy, busy, busy. Swish, swisheree. Hey, did Matoya come up to Gaia, high up in the mountains, for a visit? Well, I doubt that this is Matoya, but maybe it's a long-lost distant relative. This witch says that broom's always trying to weasel its way out of its chores. I don't know what to do with it. Well, even brooms want to have fun. Well, check it out. We've got some white and black magic shops we can visit here in this town. We'll visit the white magic shop first, and we will find level 7 white magic available for sale here for the low price of 30,000 gil apiece. You can purchase the Curaja and Diaja spells for your white wizard. And the Curaja spell is the strongest of the cure type spells. It will fully restore one ally's HP, so I'll go ahead and purchase that for Lena. Now the Diaja spell is the strongest of the Dia type spells, but you know, at this point, Diara and Diaga will probably do enough damage to undead as it is, so I probably will pass on that spell for now and save the 30,000 gil. But maybe we'll find another magic shop here before too long that will sell even more level 7 white magic. So let's go into the black magic shop next and find 2 useful spells for our black wizard Vivi. The Blizzaga spell deals intense ice damage to all foes. We'll definitely want to get that for him. And the break spell will petrify one foe. That could be useful, so let's go ahead and get that for him there too. So we came into this town rich. We're going to be leaving a lot poorer. More people to talk to. Another blue-haired guy. He says there's a tower in the Yanakurm Desert that no one can enter. Some people think it's nothing but a mirage, so it's called the Mirage Tower. No one can say for sure, though. A mysterious tower in the Yanakurm Desert that may be a mirage, huh? We'll have to keep that in the back of our minds. And another scholar up here. He says the legends say the sky people could soar through the sky and build castles above the clouds. The sky people, huh? I wonder if those castles are still floating above the clouds. Alright, well, let's go check out more of the town. Let's go to the western side of town next. There's actually an inn there if you want to restore your HP and MP. This young lady tells us about a fairy who is living at their spring. This lady hasn't seen the fairy lately. What's happened to her? Oh no, did someone fairy nap her? Hope the fairy's okay. And we got another young lady here. We'll talk to her. And she says, I saw a shining light flying to the west in the night sky. I know, I saw it. Mysterious lights. Wow, all kinds of mysteries we're finding out about here in this town. Well, let's go ahead and visit the armor and weapon shop here. They're both in the same building. We'll visit the armor shop first. Wow, more expensive stuff, but it's good stuff. We can purchase a ruby armlet for 40,000 gil. I'll go ahead and purchase one of those for my black wizard Vivi. And we can also purchase protect rings here. These are rings that guard against instant death. Now, for now, I'm just going to go ahead and get 2 of those, both of them for my mages. I think we'll actually be finding protect rings in the not too distant future. So let's just go ahead and equip the protect ring on Lena there. Take her defense up 7 points from 26 to 33, plus we'll guard her against instant death. And she's got that valuable life spell, so we don't want her to die in battle. And next, let's go ahead and put the ruby armlet on Vivi. Take his defense up 9 points to 26, and also another 7 points to 33 when we equip the protect ring. And I'll sell all that other stuff offline a little bit later on. In the weapon shop, you can purchase Cat Claws, a weapon with razor sharp blades, for only 52,000 gil. Yeah, I'm going to drop another 52 grand there, but that would be a good weapon for Vivi. We'll replace his mithril knife, take his attack up to 28, and his accuracy up to 126. Good stuff there. Okay, I guess we can go out this door here. And another blue-haired guy, I think, down here we can talk to. Let's see what he has to say. My dad was always telling me how the castle to the west was a place to test your courage. Yes, we know that place very well, young man. It's actually a clue about the Citadel of Trials. Had you come up here before taking that test. Well, let's actually veer off to the right here through this little park area, I guess you could say. And we've got another blue-haired guy up here. He says, they say a special water called oxyale gushes from the bottom of our spring, but only fairies can draw it out. Well, we can't very well get oxyale without a fairy, can we? We need to find that fairy. Hey, there's another white and black magic shop up here, connected together, and here you can purchase level 8 white magic, the Holy, Null All, and Dispel spells. I'm pretty broke right now after purchasing all that other stuff, so I'll have to come back and get some of those later. And likewise, you can purchase level 8 black magic here, Stop, Warp, and Kill. So I'll be coming back to get those a little bit later. Alright, what else does this town have to offer? Let's speed it up here a little bit and just kind of head up to the northern part of town next. There's an item shop where you can purchase some various items if needed. Another scholar here who tells us about another scholar. He says there was a scholar studying the Lufenian language, but I can't seem to recall his name. Well, we've heard about a town on the Wing of the Hawk where the people speak a foreign language. Perhaps if we find this scholar studying that language, maybe we'll be able to know what they're saying. So that's another good clue to keep in the back of our minds. And I believe that's the church there, and we've got a pirate kind of hanging around out back. I caught the fairy, so I figured she's mine to do with as I please. What's the big deal? So I sold her to the caravan. So what? Oh man, he kidnapped the fairy and he sold her to the caravan. What a jerk. Alright, so we know that the fairy is been sold to a caravan somewhere, so we're going to have to find that caravan in order to save her, I guess. We'll see what awaits for us back here. And if we go back here towards the back of the town, we will find that there is indeed a spring back here. I guess this is where the fairy used to live before that greedy pirate sold her off to the caravan. Anyway, looks like there are lots of questions that need to be answered. Will the Light Warriors be able to find the caravan and save the fairy? What's up with this mysterious light the lady saw flying off to the west? What about these ancient people that can only speak a certain language that we know nothing about? What about the sky people, floating castles, and a tower that may be nothing but a mirage? And just where in the world are the next two crystals located at anyway? Well, we will seek more answers to these puzzles in upcoming episodes of Let's Play Final Fantasy I. So thank you very much for watching today's episode, everyone. This has been Vortex, your host. Hope you have a good one. We'll see you again next time.